I wanted to make this video mainly because I keep getting told constantly that I need to believe in something. I need to have more faith, constantly. I need, mainly from certain people, certain person. I need more faith. I need to believe in something. Um, I don't know why it's so hard for me to believe in something and have faith. Maybe because they try to drill that into my mind when I was in a cult, you know, faith, 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 that constant repetition, uh, cult programming or religious programming of faith. And so I kind of tune out when it comes to faith, but I don't really understand it because you can't see it. You have to, it's kind of blind. It's kind of jumping into the unknown, and I guess I don't like that. You're jumping into the unknown, a leap of faith. And I I kind of play it safe. I don't like to get outside the familiar, which I've gotten better with, getting out of my comfort zone a little bit, but I need to get out of my comfort zone a lot more than I have been, and I realize this. And and I believe the universe is helping me get out of my comfort zone more lately with different things, but interacting with different people, and I realized I'm not that bad of a conversationalist, when it comes to one-on-one talking to somebody. I'm not that bad of a conversationalist. That's something I realized. When I'm alone, I'm really negative, and I need to work on that, but that's a whole nother story. But me being so hard on myself all the time, that's a whole nother story, that I haven't quite figured out how to not be hard on myself, but that's a work in progress. But anyways, these are my beliefs based on my life, what I experienced as a whole. I believe that I was assisted throughout my life by something that can't be seen, giving me good ideas, giving me certain things in my mind, certain distractions to help me cope, play video games to help me deal with the family situation, watch movies to help me with the family situation. You know what I'm saying? Give me ideas to help me cope. I believe I've been assisted without really knowing it, watched over, assisted to help me survive an upbringing like mine. I believe that they cannot, these spiritual angels, whatever you want to call them, they can't intervene to stop physical abuse, for example. And that's why all this abuse happens to children. They're not allowed to intervene to a certain point. I'm sure there's cases where there is intervention, where because I've been told that my strangulation was stopped before it could kill me when I was strangled. I've been told that. So I'm like, maybe there was something watching over me that night when I was being strangled. But I don't know. But strangulation happened for a while. But I was told that, so there was intervention to cut it short. So when it's life or death, I think they can intervene. I don't think they can stop car accidents because I've been in car accidents. Yeah, they can't really stop a car, whatever's looking out for you, I'm sure they can make a way that you survive the car accident, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you have injuries. But as far as like, stopping an actual car accident from happening, they can't really stop that. That's another thing I've learned about what the angels that look after people. But I do believe that these unseen things keep me going, because it's hard for me to keep going. It's a very lonely path, walking away from the family, which I had to do. I didn't plan on walking away from family. I guess that's another reason why I didn't like it. I didn't plan on doing that the whole time, but it just finally hit a point where I had to separate. I had to just naturally separate from the family. And I believe I've been assisted since that point by these unseen things that have assisted me since childhood, which I didn't really notice back then. That was assisting me, just simple things, just like, play a video game to, you know what I mean, to help you cope with this situation. You know what I'm saying? Just simple things like that. That's how they assist you, It's nothing dramatic. It's nothing huge. It's just little subtle things, you know what I mean, to help you here and there on your path through life. And they give you good ideas for different decisions. Throughout life. That's another thing I've learned. I don't believe they have the power to end your life. These spirits, these angels, I don't think they have the power to end your life, because I've asked, I've prayed for a peaceful exit from this life, and it never happens, so I don't think they have the power to do it themselves, take you out. That's another thing I've learned. I don't know. It's all these things are in the spiritual realm, really. Even though they look after you while you're in the religious world or the cult world, they're still looking out for you. Their connection with religion isn't really there, I don't think they're a part of it. I think they see how damaging religion can be to somebody, how controlling it can be to somebody. Just through my experience alone, I know how damaging religion can be. It can be so damaging in many ways. Not only with the rituals and the constant repetition and the brainwashing constantly, and not just with that, but with the physical violence that happens in the homes, behind the scenes, with the angry parent that's really religious, hardcore religious, to the public, but behind the scenes they're a nightmare. But anyways, so that, I guess that's what my beliefs are. That there's assistance in the spiritual realm, and they assist you in different ways throughout your life. They assist you constantly, giving you ideas and try this or try that, or just to keep you going on your path and keep you improving on your path. And they want you to keep growing and learning. That's what I've learned as well. They want you to grow and learn. They seem like they're all good entities. I know there's entities out there that aren't good, but the ones that have assisted me, there seems to be good ones. Good, whatever you want to call them, angels assisting. It's not all demons down here. You know what I mean? It's not all those fuckers. You know, there is an opposition to that. I've learned there's a good side. You know, it seems like it's good. I'm pretty sure it's good. You know, and they don't want to do me harm. They really do want the best for me. So I've been kind of trusting that with baby steps. That there is a good force out there, or good entities out there, whatever you want to call them, angels, whatever you want to call them, that all look after everybody, really. I believe that they're assigned to each person. A certain amount of entities, good entities, are assigned, like angels are assigned to each person. Beyond that, I don't know much else. I don't know how complex the spiritual realm is as far as the good side of the spiritual realm. I don't know how complex it is. I'm sure it is. I'm sure they're on a higher level than I can imagine. Possibly. I don't know. At first, I didn't think they were all that advanced, you know, intelligently. But as time has gone on, they seem to be more wise with the bigger picture than I thought. They're more wise in the path that will help me the most, you know, type of a thing. I don't know what path can heal me the best, what path can bring me the most joy, type of a thing. I don't know, but yeah, that's just my beliefs, and I don't know. I keep going down to this unknown road, you know. It's not the worst road in the world, you know. It's out of my comfort zone for sure. It's definitely not it's definitely not the controls of religion. It's definitely not that kind of feel. It's different, you know. It does seem like they want you to make your own choices and stuff and that kind of thing. But I don't know. Those are just my beliefs so far. And as far as the higher power, you know, I think there's a higher power that, you know, oversees everything that goes on down here. Call that higher power whatever you want. Universe, God, whatever. There's something that oversees everything that's going on, whether good or bad. I don't know. I used to just think that God was just someone that just sat back and just did nothing, let things play out, and just did nothing. But I don't know. Maybe there's wisdom in not intervening. I don't know. Maybe there is some wisdom in not stopping a sexual assault or a physical assault or that type of a thing. Maybe there's some bigger picture to all of it, of why there's no stopping child abuse. You know what I mean? Like obvious child abuse, you know. But anyways, those are just my beliefs based on what I grew up around. I do believe, on the flip side, there is an opposition that wasn't helping me. They were trying to destroy me. On the flip side, through working through my parents, working through my family of origin, just working through them, partly that way, working through religion against me, partly through that way. There seemed to be an opposing force that wanted the worst for me, that wanted me, just wanted me off the grid, just wanted me dead, basically. They wanted to destroy my soul. There seemed to be an opposition. And I think God watches that and allows that to happen for a reason as well. He sees the bigger picture of the benefit of soul growth. If a soul gets torn down so much to nothing, there's an opportunity to turn it around into really rapid soul growth. I can kind of see a potential from what I experienced in that regard. Even though I didn't like any of the experience, I didn't like what I went through, I can see how it can catapult you, catapult your soul to grow, if you survive it, basically. It's a lot to survive, and I admit this. All of it was a lot to survive, and it took a toll on me in many ways, But anyways, those are just my beliefs so far. I would have liked, this is just me personally, I would have liked there to have been an end to this road, just like I completed it so I can move on to the next life. But there seems to be no end to this soul growth road. There seems to be no end. It's like infinite growing. That's another thing I've learned. So, I don't know. But anyways, those are just my beliefs so far from what I experienced on the planet, on the earth. So, I will talk to you later.